wrong with that. Uh, something, 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 something. Ooh, ooh. Something, 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 something. When you don't know the words, where the party at? Something, 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 the Bacardi at. Ooh, nothing wrong with that. Something, 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 something. Ooh. Greetings, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. What y'all doing? Me? I'm driving. I'm doing the driving. Thought I would come on and talk to y'all about some stuff. We had a good night last night, and now look at there. There's all the food places there. Now there's all the. Make sure you hit the like button as you're coming in. So we had a really good night. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. We talked about the movie, Thor, Love and Thunder. We talked about Thomas Edison and his fucked up children and illegitimate children that he didn't even take care of. We read their histories and we learned some things. How are y'all, family? Get your goddamn ice over there and hit that like button. Get your goddamn ice over there and hit the like button. Motherfucker. Your goddamn ice. Motherfucker. You eating? What you eating? Michelle, you always eating something. Ooh. What up, Phantom Menace? What it do, home skillet? Homeboy, home skillet? Greatest gratitude to Baphomet and Bafindia. Gratitude to Adina, Simeon, Yosef. We show gratitude. So the power is inside. The power is inside. A lot of times we get lost, we get stuck, we get hindered, and we're not. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Take your monkey ass on. Mm. Nigger. We get lost, we get hindered, we get stuck, we get complacent, and we become okay with letting the unokay be okay. That's the word, baby. Did you hear me? Did you understand that? Anytime you can't hear me, let me know that you can't hear me. What up, Nick T? Um, did you get Keisha's logo I sent over? I'll say that again. You get okay with making the unokay okay. Let's talk about it. How many people in here have been blind to something? Did you know you was being blind, or did you find out later you were being blind? Did you find out you was being blind? Or did you just realize, like, bitch, why you keep putting up with this? A little bit of both. We tend to make people feel okay about making us unokay. And because we sometimes love so deeply and so hard, We miss a lot of shit. We don't see a lot of shit. Be like, damn, that's. We cater to those who don't cater to us. Guilty? Even when it's our parents, spouses, kids, loved ones, friends, we sometimes, a lot of times, we cater to those who do not cater to us. It's cutting in and out. I'll keep repeating it. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. We cater. Uh oh. Can we hear? Nope, it's going back down. Wait a minute. Wait. Might be where we at. Can y'all hear me? There we go. So let's just get into it. Because sometimes we're blind where we need to be seeing things and we make excuses for the shit that we see. Why do you think we do that? Sometimes it's a lot because we want to continue to love the person that's hurting us. We feel like our love can save people. We feel like our love can fix shit. We don't want to make them feel bad because they ain't got nobody. Like, well, if I say something, they may just walk out. We just need to get back on the right track. That's all. We just kind of been going through something, even though I can't get this person to communicate, show me love, be there, but we together. And that's parents too. My mama, my daddy. Somebody had put in my comment section, Quatita, why does my mother treat me the way that she treats me? Because we have made it okay for people to treat us un-okay. Now, the issue is, see, let's talk about it. That is the symptom. That's just the symptom. Just like how you like sneezing and coughing, that's a symptom of a cold. What causes the cold? Where's the core of the cold? Where's the core of the issue? You allowing those to come into your space of existence and mistreat you are symptoms. What is the core of that sickness, that illness, that ailment, that dis-ease? Well, I tell you what it is and what it isn't. It isn't because you love yourself. It is because there's something that feels incomplete with you. I just can't see my life without him. I can't see my life without her. Even though she then hit me in my head and my mom and them don't like her, you know what I'm saying? But we go through stuff, I'm just trying to help her, She already had two little boys before I got with her, and then we had the little girl together, my daughter, and I just don't want to leave the kids, if I leave, I might have to leave the kids. I don't want to leave my daughter. Listen, you ain't got to leave your daughter. You ain't got to leave the sons. If them her boys and you love them, listen, you can still be in their life. But you must put you first. What gives her the right to be able to put her hands on you? to be able to talk to you with such dis-ease that's causing infection inside of your soul. There's something that's very familiar with that behavior. Something very familiar with that. What is it? I don't know. Well, what's the relationship with your mom? I mean, it's kind of strange, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I need her to keep the kids, she'll keep the kids, but she ain't never really talked to me right. You know, her and my daddy had the thing going, you know what I'm saying? And then she had, my little brother's name by my stepdaddy, Mr. Joe, and I kind of just feel like she forgot about me. There is the core, baby. You're still looking for mom inside of her, and you want her to replace the resistance that was in mom. Now it's like, please love me. Please love me. I thought you loved me. But because mom sometimes still shows you some sort of affection by keeping the kids and giving y'all some money here and there if y'all ain't got no gas, although she may talk a whole bunch of shit and tell you what kind of man you are not. That's affecting your fucking mental. That's the core of the sickness. Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I can't just take the kids away. Why not? So you will allow her to further damage your children. I mean, she's different now. No, she's not. You know why? Because she still's not showing you the respect that she should. So if she can't respect you, that means she's putting damage to the children. Mm? She's putting damage to the babies. So when you take them over there and you say, we don't feed them McDonald's, mom. Don't get them there. You come and pick them up. Everybody got Big Macs. It's a disrespect. Ain't nothing wrong with. I said there was something wrong with it because it's my children. Therefore, there's no respect there. That means she's not respecting you as the adult that you are, the parent that you are. That means she's putting your children in harm's way because you understood McDonald's is harmful, allegedly, to your children. So you are further putting your child in danger as well. Yeah, but I'll get them back, on track. Okay. Well, what about sis who's damaged? She got damaged too. Now, why is baby mom putting her hands on you? Let's look at her life. What's affecting her? What is causing her to be so angry? Reason why every time you say something, she talking crazy to you, putting you down, putting her hands on you. She has daddy issues and mommy issues. Let's talk about what they are. There is a lack of respect for men somewhere in her existence, which is her core illness. But her mother has to be toxic as well. Either she's super weak or she's overbearing and abusive. This will be the core. I do not care what situation it is. That's going to be the core of her. She could be a daddy's girl. Dad is so good. He drink beer, quite often. And he ain't no belligerent drunk. He just drink his beer. He sit there because mom talks crazy. Mom's belligerent. And she ain't drinking. She just a nasty motherfucker. She talks crazy to him. That's where you got it from. And you can't stand her because she talks crazy to you. She put you down and belittle you too. So that's the fuck all she knows how to do. But she's now taking it one step further because now she's putting her hands on you because she can't deal with the anger that she has inside of self. And so every time you say something, she doesn't know how to respond to it. She doesn't know how to internalize it because that's what she's doing, internalizing it. But she's internalizing it incorrectly because no matter what you say, that's not what she's hearing. I like when you wear your hair like that, but you know what? I like the one time you had put the curls at the end. Mm. So what you saying? So what the fuck is you saying? What you mean? No, I'm saying, you remember that one time? You remember what one time, like the bitch that was just at the drive-through? Like toxic. Toxic. Didn't hear shit he fucking said. He never made reference to anybody else. He said, I love your hair like that, especially the one time. But I like when you put the curl at the end of it. She felt a put down because she didn't hear. Because she's used to the put down. So no matter what's being said, building her, that's not what she's hearing. She's only hearing what she wants to hear. She's toxic as fuck and angry and dismissive and abusive verbally, mentally, and emotionally. She doesn't. She went and found a weak man that she considers weak. She went and found her father. Even though she's a daddy's girl, she don't give you that same daddy's love. She didn't pick that part up. She only picked up the submissive and the abusive behavior. Although she doesn't want to be her mom, she can't stand her. She's become her. She's ran right the fuck into her. Now, you said you tired of this. You gonna pack your shit. You about to go. Two things can either happen here. She's either gonna put her fucking hands on you, cause no, you ain't going nowhere, or she is going to cry and weep and have you to stay. And tomorrow morning, she'll be that same ugly dragon again. And you realize you have made a mistake. And here's the cycle on repeat. Toxic as fuck. We're going to talk about a lot of different scenarios because sometimes we don't know where the core is. Sometimes we don't know or we don't recognize that is what we consider bad signals. Why are they bad signals? Scarring that we carry out to other people like a bad signal, and they see it and they understand how to operate inside of it. Either they can walk away from it, they want to save you in it, or they're going to use it against you. Either way, you have bad signals. So now let's turn it around. So maybe he is toxic, but he's toxic because he is in the little boy mind state. He want to be in your house, but he doesn't want to pay any bills because in his mind, those are your bills. Those are your children. He gonna either just smoke weed, drink all day, or he's on the game. He's not in the house. He's deceptive, manipulative, and untruthful, untrustworthy. And you love his dirty motherfucking draws. Because most likely, the dick in the head is bomb. It must be for him to be able to maintain the hold that he needs. And this is just the symptoms. Where does the scarring come from? What is the core? There has to be some sort of absent inside of the father's space. So either the father was neglectful in a way that he wasn't there, or he would take him to his bitches' houses on his mother. And that could leave this kind of scarring on him, or another one, and we'll get into that one. That one, baby, is the alley cat. You know, the nigga that has the best dick in the fucking world, and you don't know why he don't love you, but you trying to make him love you, and you will cry day and night, day and night. You cooking that nigga food, and his kids then came over, but you ain't seen him, but that's okay, because you need him to be in your life. But we're going to talk about that nigga. That's a different nigga. Wait a minute. We talking about the mama's boy right now. I was in jail one time, and I met this lady, and she told me there was 5 categories of men. She says there's the church man that's only church man in church. There's the alley cats that everybody want him, and he ain't shit. You got the mama's boy, that's the one we're on right now. I cannot quite remember the other 2, but we'll get to them too, so they come to my mind. Um, that might be it. Yeah, the liar and the thief. Yeah. And then the one that we consider the good man. Yes. We don't get to these motherfuckers, don't worry about it. Because it's the same with women. But you got to understand where the scarring of those things come from, and why are you putting up with it? Because that means you have bat signals and scarring as well. We make so much shit okay. And I started with how many people were blind to something. In the last 2 weeks, I've come across 2 different females in relationships for 12 to 10 to 15 plus years, and would swear that that person was not cheating, and was. And then you could have knocked them over with a feather. Men can do that too. Like, nah, she wouldn't. Not my baby mama. She wouldn't fuck nobody. Cause I know her. Like, she ain't even that kind. And then you find out that she done fucked your best friend 5 years ago. She was fucking him before she met you and never told you, neither one of them. That kind of shit happens. It exists, and you've never seen it. You've never seen it. And you have to figure out why the fuck didn't you see it. That means there was something inside of you that was at a standstill. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about him. Because all he want to do is play the game, or he want to drink, or he want to smoke, and he wants you to be his mama. Because he's the mama's boy. Most likely his mother does not like you, and you are in competition with his mama. Or his mother is passed on and gone, and you will never compete. You would never be her. Even though she wasn't the best, he cannot see that. All he knows is that she catered to his every need and let him do whatever it is that he wanted to do, and never held him responsible. Never made him be accountable. Matter of fact, if he wanted her to, he could take his clothes over there and she'll wash his clothes for him. Greetings. And y'all go over there, and she says what she wants to say to you. Talk about how you done did your daughter hair. He don't look like he been eating. Well, you know he like my cooking anyway. John, I need some money. Mama needs some cigarettes. Mama needs some what? Mama better call her own motherfucking man and ask for some cigarettes. John, the fuck? That's my motherfucking mama. If she needs something, I got it. But yeah, she ain't never got us. Because when we need her, it's what the fuck she over there doing. She ain't working. You come on and get it done. Don't tell her I gave you nothing. Don't spend shit on her. You can bring my grandbaby over here if she really my grandbaby. Is that your baby? You don't know John John. She gonna say what she wanna say. Nigga, your mama is wrong, my guy. She's wrong, my guy. She's not your woman. That's your mama. But you then want her to play that same role. Because you're probably driving her car. You're not gonna cook, clean, none of that. Because you have scarring from your mama who you think is the best in the world until she gets on your nerve. And then now we ain't answering the phone because I done had to cuss her out. But I keep telling you, John, that she talk like that. Don't even start that shit because that's my motherfucking mom. I'm gonna fuck around and stop talking to both of y'all because she can't be wrong. You can't stand up to her because why not? But Keisha ain't wrong either, John. You feel me? Because now it's not just mama. John's sister ain't shit either. All that bitch do is talk shit and lie and spread rumors about you in his ear. I don't know, but KK said that she saw Keisha. I don't know. She said she thought she saw her with some nigga at the store. But I've been told you. I've been told you. But I've been told you. Keisha was at the store with her little brother, who's 15. But they messy. And you allow that shit because you have no backbone. And that's where the core problem is. But why is Keisha putting up with it? Because when you came into Keisha's life when she was like 16 or 17, you made her feel whole because y'all both was in fucked up situations. And you made her feel whole. So she's becoming a woman inside of already being a kid, being a mom. She don't even know. She just trying to step into the role and do the right shit. She didn't realize, yeah, she got a baby, but she got two kids. Can you hear me? Are we back? Want to make sure y'all can catch it, catch all of it. All right. So now we're on Keisha because why is Keisha allowing this behavior? Because they probably been together off and on from high school, most likely. Or Keisha's a little older than him and she's met him and he's younger than her, so he's taking advantage because he's still the mama's boy no matter how you look at it. So Keisha has some things like even if say Keisha is older than him, right? Maybe they didn't meet right out of high school or in high school. So Keisha already had a kid or two when she met John. Okay, he's younger than her. Really, this was a dick situation that she is now falling in love with, and she's just going through the motions because she's allowing the behavior because she really wants somebody in her life. She want a father for the children because maybe the father is in and out, or maybe the father is with the children. You know what I'm saying? But this is her relationship. She really wants this shit to work, but not really seeing what the fuck. So that means that there's some things in her that are still broken, whether they come together later on or if they came together in high school. Same symptoms. Now, sometimes Keisha comes from a good family, you know what I mean? Like mom and dad still together. Does that mean that there is no brokenness? That don't mean that. Look at Amy and Mozzie. Do y'all know who Amy and Mozzie is? I used to like them as a couple. I recently found out that they broke up because everything that you fucking see ain't what it is. That was a sex relationship right there. That they have made something. And then they just happened to build their YouTube business and became something. But it was already core issues there. They did a practical joke on Amy's parents because she come from a two-family parent home. You know what I'm saying? But they did a prank where they act like Mozzie had been fake beating up Amy, right? And so the parents flipped the fuck out. And they were on her side. They was ready to fuck him up. But they saw something in him that would have made them believe that shit. It never really felt right to me. Like I thought it was a cute relationship. I really liked them. But something always still felt off. For me, there was always some sort of disrespect there still. But they're not gonna show it to you or tell it to you. You ain't gonna know what's happening. This is this. So what was Amy's bad signal? What was her core? Her core was she's a daddy's girl. But her parents has always been together. She likes her mom. She got a good relationship with her mom. She wants the relationship that they have or what it looked like. But because the parents are still together, don't mean that it wasn't no fucked up shit. Daddy wasn't cheating. That it wasn't a whole bunch of shit. It means mom stuck through a whole bunch of shit. That's what the fuck that means. That means Amy want to be able to be in a relationship for 30, 40 years like her fucking parents. So she was willing to put up with some shit so she don't have another failed relationship because that is the toxicity there. That's the toxicity. There was still core shit in her parents' marriage that caused her bad signals. That caused her to put up with some of the shit that Mozzie did to keep their relationship going, to make it look good. So she didn't have a failed relationship. So there's something that she wants to prove to her fucking mother. I promise you that she can have that. Now, when you got the young one, when you got the young girl like Keisha and John, or Make Believe, right? Who came together right out of high school. They were high school sweethearts, but she can't get him to do shit. She can't figure it out because now they done had this baby. They live together, but you know the washer is broke. Why the fuck you ain't fix it? And you rather go out here and smoke weed and run all night and you in the studio? Because he's still a kid. You are the only one that has seen and accepted this for what it is that y'all have a baby together and you understand what you're supposed to do. Because you didn't have that, or you've had it and you know what it's supposed to look like, or you didn't have it and you know what it's supposed to look like. He doesn't give a shit because he's not where you are. Y'all on two different frequencies trying to make something work. He's not. He's here because he feels like he's supposed to be here because you want him here. And he don't want you fucking nobody else because most likely you got some good pussy. Mm? Mhm. And he cannot imagine that you will go and fuck somebody else. Now you done went to a nursing school, you a STNA, but you in school to be a nurse, cause you what the fuck you got to do, but you still putting up with the shit and you don't know why. You ain't never cheated on him. You don't even barely come out the house. You go to work, go to school, come home, raise his kids. Cause now you done had a second baby. I got a girl and a boy now. Mm? Mhm. Let it come back up. Let it come back up. Let it come back up. Let me know when you can hear me. I saw that it was buffering. Can you hear me? All right. So he all he want to do is hang out and play the game. You know, you didn't already stop them from having Keyshawn and Devin and Mike over y'all house and shit. You know, Dirty Red and shit. Like you didn't stop them because every time you came home from work, they was in your house playing the game, smoke weed. Kids run through the house. He's supposed to be watching the kids and he ain't because he a kid. He's stuck, and you just don't know why. You just want your family. Now, best friend Bree Bree. Like, bitch, fuck that. We going out. You need to start getting out the house, best friend. You need to start getting out the house, best friend. So now it's our second weekend going out, like cool, cool. I don't really go out. You barely wear some makeup. Your makeup is lip gloss and that some mascara. You got your lashes done and some lip gloss. We gotta let it reconnect. Reconnect. Gotta reconnect. Put the one up when you can hear me. Day and night. All right. All right, Bree Bree, the best friend. So now y'all done went out. This y'all little second weekend. Y'all you with some other bitches you don't really fuck with, but you know them that's your best friends. But y'all cool, you know, or whatever. So y'all go out and y'all talking about y'all gonna maybe go to Vegas and shit. Like I'm gonna start doing some shit because I just gotta start like I just high. And in the midst of the dread come in. You know that fine one that you saw a couple weeks ago at the gas station. You said if you ever seen him again, and he then walked in this motherfucking club, bitch, with his locks wrapped to the top, looking like a god. Yes, ma'am. And then he keep looking at you, and that nigga drive trucks. Now y'all sneaking fucking because that's your sneaky link. And you trying to figure out why the fuck you still with your baby daddy? Knock it off. I know it. I know it. I know it. Ooh, I know. I know. I know. Yep. And now your out has come. But what kept you in it? You gotta look at what kept you in it, mama. Yourself from it. Why'd you even stay in it? Dread ain't shit either. The dread ain't shit either. But that's okay. Sometimes he might be shit. Sometimes. Sometimes he may be that one, but he ain't shit either. It is not till you understand and you start doing your shadow work. Like, I don't know why the fuck I keep running into these kind of niggas. You start doing your shadow work. You done graduated now. Now you the LPN or RN. Now you doing your shit. You said fuck the baby daddy. You know why? Because that nigga done went to jail, bitch, for the third time and that's your out. Like, fuck that. Dread ain't shit. And he fucking bitches on the road because truck driver. Oh, gone. Let's get away on it. But then you got to figure out why the fuck you was in it. Why was you in it? We ain't done. Let's talk about how Marquise became the good man that he is. Because he wasn't always there. Because his father was in his house. He grew up in the mother and the father household. Right? Marquise did. The good one at the end that flipped the houses. Let's talk about it. We buffering? Let me wait on it. Let me know when you can hear me. Put the one up. Ooh. I want to know how much did you miss? How much did you miss? What was the last thing you heard? Because I'm going to make sure you caught it. Child, we had to stop and get some fried okra, and I don't like fried okra, but bitch, I gotta make it work. Did y'all catch it all? I want to make sure y'all caught it all, cause I don't know if y'all missed something. Y'all made it to Marquise, the good guy who flipped the houses? Oh, okay. He went to jail. Okay. 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 So you done left the baby daddy. You ain't fucking with the truck driver no more because he ain't shit. You found out that he had 6 bitches in different states. Okay. So you stop fucking with him. You trying to figure out why the fuck. So then you start doing your shadow work. You start seeing the bad signals. You start saying, fuck it. My mama don't talk to me correctly. She act like I ain't shit, but I don't know why. But fuck her. That's her problem, not mine. So then you start doing that work and you start understanding and you start sitting the baby down like, son, and you start seeing daughter, you know what I'm saying? So you start doing that work and you start making sure you're a good mom in that way. And you make sure you're taking care of your household. You make sure you're taking care of your mental. So now you done met Marquise, the man who flipped the fucking houses. He's older than you a little bit, but he done been through some shit, but he's now ready for a relationship. So he's a good motherfucker, you hear me? You know? And he starts speaking life into you, telling you to go on and invest in that business that you keep saying he gonna help you with. He's telling you to go on and do that shit. It's doable. You can do that shit. What you want, a hair business? I'll help you out with that. Motherfucker building you, right? How did Marquise get to where he is though? How did he make it to this point of being a good man? Because he wasn't perfect at the beginning. There was some shit with him. What made him a good man? What made him fucked up at first? Because he had some scarring too, but he's worked on it. And he ain't perfect right now, but he's perfect for you. And he's willing to do the work still. He's willing to change himself still. But Marquise grew up in a 2-family household. His father was there. Even, okay, all right. His father was there. But his father used to take him to the Sneaky Links house all the time. So it created some sort of disconnect inside of Marquise where he didn't know if he was being deceptive to his mom. So he didn't taught him how to lie. So before Marquise met you, he was a womanizer with some of the best dick in head ever, who was a liar. But his father was a working motherfucker, so he taught him good. So not only did he take him to the Sneaky Link, he would take him and make him work with him. So he showed him some shit. But he wasn't shit as a man, a husband, a boyfriend, but he was a good father to a certain degree. So Marquise, that's what he grew up doing, being deceptive, lying, and having woman after woman until he understood where he was broken at. He saw his mother's pain and he ain't like that shit. And he looked at himself. He did mirror work. He showed himself. My daddy ain't right. So now he got to question the relationship that he has with his own father. He had to sit down and do that shadow work. So either his father was going to accept the shit that he did and cause him to be that way, or he was like, nah, nigga, you wrong how you did my mama. He cut him off. Either way, he's going to do his own work. He going to learn to control his dick. And where he didn't give a fuck to control it at first. Now he doesn't want to create that kind of pain in no other woman that he saw in his mother. Now that could go 2 ways. Let's be clear on this. Because he could have watched his mother take that. And he could have felt like she was a weak woman and start fucking white bitches. You understand me? Black women are weak and go start fucking white bitches. Or he could say, I don't hurt another black woman that I watched my mother hurt, so I'm going to go on and clean myself up as a man. So then he started his own company. So now he flips houses. He owns a lot of houses. He's a fucking boss. He, because they may not like you or they daddy's girl because he was a good father. You hear me? So now them little bitches, but don't worry about it. That's a different issue. Because he's still a good man to you. I'm saying. For real. That's what his bad signals was. His daddy and his mama. But you got to recognize it. He recognized it in himself. So when he seen Keisha, he saw her potential. What she was trying to do, he understood she's a good woman, a good mother. He sized her up. because he decided he wasn't gonna just fuck anything anymore. He didn't even meet her at a club. She had 5 piece ponytail at the time with that two-piece tights on. She was just at the grocery store, and then she stopped at the Kroger's to get some gas because she was leaving Kroger's, and she just went on ahead and pulled to the gas station, and he was there putting his gas in. And he's like, "You want me to pump that for you?" She was like, "What?" And that's how they got together. Shit is possible to be good. You just have to understand where you are right now in your life, because your power is within you. You don't need another motherfucker to validate you. You are already completely validated. You just got to understand who the fuck you are and what you will and what you won't put up with from anyone. And you have to understand and know that it's okay that you say no. I no longer will tolerate that. When you do, then you take your power back. You start merging all of those problems and put yourself back together again. You've decided now you won't look back in the past any longer, because yes, it's there. It's there. But I don't want to deal in that no more. I don't want to look in it no more. I'm going to go forward. Let me see what the future has. I don't want to be angry. You know, I could be angry because, see, Keisha could be that bitch too. He recognized she good, but she could be mean because she's bitter. She could be that too because she's bitter. But she keep figuring out, like, my motherfucking car, every time I get a car, my car break down. Every time I get a washing machine, my washing machine break. I don't understand why everything's going wrong in my life. Because she's a good mom. She take care of kids. She makes sure the house clean. But she just mean because she's bitter. You know, her daddy be in and out her life. You know, he's been there. You know what I'm saying? But they got an all right relationship. She don't like his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? They got an all right relationship. And her mom cool, but her mom may be sick all the time. You know, she's bitter. But she don't want to be. She don't even know why she mean like that. To this man named Marquise step into her life and show what a good man looks like. And he for that deck. And he done told her, like, you gotta cut that out. I don't like that. He make her be a different kind of woman. Why? Because he's a different kind of man that she's used to. She didn't even think she can get that kind of man. She wasn't sure if they existed. Now she want to do what she can to make herself better, because she don't want to lose what she knows she got. Because he ain't no good nigga. He's a great man, baby. It's a difference. We need to understand that. When a guy tell me I'm a good nigga, I'm not a slave keeper. I don't give a fuck. I like men. I like men. I don't like real. If you think you're a real nigga, that means mine is not correct, and I don't want to deal with that. I need somebody to know he's a good man. A good man will make you want to be a better woman. A real nigga will make you want to be a real bitch. I don't want it. I don't want to be. I don't want to be a down bitch. I want to be a good woman with a good man, and we living a good life, and we in Vegas taking pictures. Like, that's what I want. Or a good woman, bitch, whatever. Hmm? I want a bad bitch. I don't. I don't. I don't want a bad bitch. If I'm a want a woman, I want a woman because she's a good motherfucking woman, and I want a woman because I want a woman. But you got to know what you will tolerate, what your deal breakers are. Why would you tolerate something? Why have you tolerated it? What was missing and broken in you? And then you fix that, you put yourself back together, and you understand. Now, you may come across Terrence. Who is Terrence? Terrence will put a speed knot on your forehead, bitch. Soon as he uh feel like you wasn't listening properly, you didn't even come from that. You just met him out one day. at the club too. It wasn't even a real club. You was at the hookah bar, and y'all was both leaving the club. Y'all was leaving the hookah bar, and he was like, "Where you going?" You was like, "What? I don't know. Where you going?" Y'all started kicking it 2 months straight. Where they see him, they see you. Where they see you, they see him. Y'all leaving a hookah bar one night together. He quiet in the car. You like, I had fun like a motherfucker, babe. Yeah, because you was in a nigga face all night. What? Yeah, you thought I didn't see you? What is you talking about? Bow. What? Where that come from? Oh, shit. Wait, who is this? What car I'm in? I think I'm in the wrong motherfucking car, bitch. Nah, bitch. I'm gonna beat your ass with you. What? What? We just moved in together 2 weeks ago. Yes, he was waiting on it. He could not show you his real self. But you had already seen the bat signals. You know, when he kept calling your phone back to back, you thought it was cute. When he kept asking you every time you was going somewhere, where the fuck you at? You thought it was cute. Oh, he checking on me. But your best friend, Bree Bree, peeped that shit like, bitch, that nigga crazy. Girl, that's just him. He be trying to make sure I'm good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Until he don't. Yeah. You ain't never even been in no shit like that. You ain't never even been, that ain't even your kind of caliber of guy. You ain't even that kind of caliber of woman. But he about to take you completely out of your element. Why? Because you have bad signals you have never addressed and didn't know you had. Terrence did because he saw your bad signals. He recognized them and he tested your waters. You know, when he was calling your phone 10 times. Why the fuck you ain't picking up? You know, when he had called you a bitch that one day and you thought it was weird, but you let that pass like, don't talk to me like that because you tried to fake stand your ground. And he was like, yeah, all right. You like, yeah, all right. I ain't that one. He said, yeah, all right. He knew y'all hadn't moved in yet. He couldn't show you his real self yet. But he knew soon as he got that key, or soon as y'all signed them lease papers, he was about, he couldn't wait to be him real self. And he was fucking you silly. You're like, girl, this nigga did so good, I don't even know why. So all the bad signals he had displayed, bitch, you had ignored them because the dick was on your forehead. He was eating your pussy like that one guy that be eating. He did that. Yep. Or she did that. Because don't get me wrong, let like that too. They don't want you to know either. You know Keisha that be calling herself is that one badass stud, that bitch bad stud. But she aggressive than a motherfucker and knock your head off and you don't even know because she treat you like you her little princess. But she call herself King King or she call herself Big Man, Man Man. She be trying to let her facial hair grow in a little bit because she really in it. But you didn't know that she was still married to a bitch over here. But she aggressive too because she aggressive ass stud just like the Terrence. Now you at home finding yourself got to fight this bitch every day like a stranger on the street. Huh? Oh, she talking to you crazy as fuck. You like this bitch tripping. She talking that shit and you like, bitch, please. She like, call me another motherfucking bitch. Like, whoa. Look here, Let me know when you can hear me. Put a one up. There's no sound. It's buffer. Let me fix it. Hold on. We back? Okay. Sometimes the are worse than men because of all of their brokenness and aggressiveness and not wanting to be abused and not wanting to be seen as a woman, because sometimes in a stud's mind, and I know because I've dealt with them, I've talked to them, I've interviewed them, they don't want to be seen as weak, so they can sometimes be more aggressive than a man. Okay, why you are willing to deal with, put up with, handle. um Come on, Maya. Come on, Maya. I'm gonna get back on, Maya. Don't worry, I'm gonna get back on, Maya. I got a pee, so I was trying to help and get over. I'm gonna get back on, Maya. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm here, Maya. She couldn't get over. I'm back on, Maya. I'm right behind you. Hey, Marshall. I'm right behind you, Maya. Okay. I got a little hot. Let's see if my phone. It's a little hot. Let's turn this back up some. So where we at? So you gotta understand, like, you can understand why she's aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to understand. You have to understand why you would put up with her aggression. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna stop with you. I'm gonna get over. I knew you. I knew I did it. I shouldn't have did that, but I got a piece, so I was trying to hear get over. Um, but you gotta understand why you are allowing that. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that because there's something in you that's willing to. Because some people need to be needed. Some people need to be needed, but they be pissed off. I can sometimes be guilty of that. You know, you know. She like, like, Keisha, what you about to do, girl? I gotta go over here and take him to the grocery store. I get so sick of my mama calling me, asking me, no, you don't. Because if mama don't call you and ask to go to the grocery store, you know what you do? What you doing, mama? You need something? I'm about to go to the grocery store. You need to be needed. You know he ain't shit. You know she ain't shit. But you need to be needed. I don't know. Like, he just back and forth on drugs. I love him. Work. Okay. Okay. That was Toddy. Toddy had called and it disrupted the signal. I'm gonna let it load. Let me know when we back, y'all. I got a tinkle. I need to touch on this thing. I do. I need to touch her. She's lonely. I need to make her. She wants to release the fluids. I need to make her throw up. Woo, child. Anyway, what it really is, man, we just got to understand our worth, understand what the bad signals are, understand how to not stay inside these situations, how to not need to be needed. You know, shit. Some people don't know how to be by themselves. Ain't never they drove from relationship to relationship because they don't want to be by themselves. Never fixing anything inside of self. Never being accountable for self. I could get a little gas, I guess. You know? You say you too, Betty Boo? I need to we'll go get my brush, my toothbrush. Come on, Gina, before I make you cream puffs. My stomach is hurt. I might get a people boo. I don't know. Anyway, all I wanted to do was get your wheels turning to make you think about self love and what you have put up with and what you may be putting up with and what you may be blind to. Nothing is worse than thinking that you are with somebody, that they would never do XYZ to you, and you find out something later on. I want you to be strong enough inside of self to know that you don't need to be validated, that you're okay. You don't need to be with nobody, but if you want to be with somebody, then that's your motherfucking choice. I want you to know how great you are that stands by yourself. I want you to heal. I want you to recognize what makes you angry and why you show up to people and yourself the way that you show up to yourself. Okay? I love you to life. I'll come back. So let me tell you something really quickly. I got an announcement. I'm gonna try to come back on tonight and get a lot of the readings done. Okay. After that, I need you to give me 3 days. I have to go into seclusion for 3 days where I'm not on social media and I'm not talking to the outside world except through Maya and to my children. Because I have to go into seclusion where I'm sitting in the bed for 3 days where I'm not active in doing anything. Spirit is getting ready to deal with me in a way that I need Spirit to deal with me. So I won't be on social media and I will not be on my phone for 3 days after today. So today I'll be I'll be good. I'll try to come back on tonight and do some readings, and then I do have a group here in a little bit. I got to try to make that work in some way, some capacity, because I'm gonna be on the road for a minute. So in 3 days, and I should be back by Wednesday for showtime. That'll be right on time for showtime. So I'm gonna have to even push my meeting back until Wednesday morning, and then we'll be able to do the show that night. But I gotta go into seclusion for these 3 days, like the Spirit has asked me to do. Okay. Um, and so I pray that the Spirit deals with me in such a way that's going to elevate me, that I can come back and be even greater and even better for y'all, for myself, for my children, for the whole of humanity. So I'm gonna see what the Spirit does. This is the second time they've asked me to do it. The first time it was only for like 24 hours, between 24 to 48 hours, and I couldn't speak to anyone. I had to stay in my room, wrapped in white in the bed, and I cried, and Spirit dealt with me, and Spirit is getting ready to deal with me again, and I am very, very, very nervous. I ain't gonna even fucking lie to you. Um, but at least Maya gets to be with me, and I get to have the conversation with her. Spirit said I can watch TV. I just cannot be on social media. I cannot answer my phone. I can't even look at my phone unless it's my children. So that's where I'm gonna be at for 3 days, and that's gonna be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Wednesday I'll be back. Okay. I show gratitude. I love you to life. Think about what I said. Okay. All right. What do you mean? You would have said for someone on here that you've been trying to figure out how you can make it work. You would have said you can even use like a hatchback trailer. It will almost be like you hitch it to the back of the truck or the back of the car, and You can set it up inside of that, but make sure you have some sort of window and door inside of that so you can make that work. I don't know who that's for, but that's what Yehuda said. In order to make that business work, you don't have to have a big truck or a food truck. You can turn the hatchback trailer or whatever that is at the back into that. Okay? All right. Love y'all to life.